Hey Droobies, Ashley and Ann here to make sure you know about our Patreon.
For just $1 a month, you'll gain access to our 16 exclusive episodes deep diving every chapter of Drew's 1990 autobiography, Little Girl Lost. And currently, we're working our way through coverage of her 2015 book, Wildflower.
We also share scans of full magazine features and rare photos and content from our massive Drew Barrymore archive. Plus, we snail mail Drew magazine goodies to those members at the $5 level, for those of you who also like collecting and paper like we do.
Yeah. As independent podcasters, we truly appreciate the support and can't wait for you to join us.
Patreon.com/HowDoYouDrew.
Hello and welcome to How Do You Drew?
This is a Drew Barrymore podcast brought to you by the fans, friends, and historians behind the Drewseum.
We're drawing on over 25 years of Drewbie expertise to dive into all aspects of Drew's world, from her personal life to her professional career.
Thanks to our sponsor and friends at Positive Medium. I'm Anne.
And I'm Ashley. And this week we are discussing, for the very first time, Santa Clarita Diet, Season 1, Episode 1.
Yes.
Summer series.
Yes. And if you don't know, this is a TV show. We're going to get into it, but this is something we've only done one other time.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we jump fully, this, like we said, this is our summer series. These episodes are going to be a little lighter at the top, but I do have just like one thing because we teased it last episode, my new exciting acquisition for the Drewseum.
Yes.
So I got in the mail yesterday. And these are, and our Patreon members can see the video. This is a contact sheet from Drew's photo shoot for Interview magazine in 1982 with the photographer Ara Gallant. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And so it's like, how many? 12 little outtakes of her 7-year-old self being so cute and such a little sweet ham and having a blast.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? Oh, and it has his stamp on the back, which I was like, yes.
That's so cool.
So
like the
cool.
archive stamp or something.
Yeah. So I was like going to do like a little video for Instagram or something. And then I don't think I have the 82 interview. I think I'm still missing that in my collection.
Interesting.
I know. I like looked in the places where it would be. And I wasn't feeling 100% confident that I had it.
Yeah.
And I think only you have it. So
interesting. It's so like rare that we have like missing pieces in the magazine parts of our collection on either side. But there are definitely big holes in mine because I'm like, Ashley has it. It's okay.
Like, that's probably why I've always been like, well, I'll get it eventually. But Anne has it, so it's okay.
That's funny. Well, you have these incredible outtakes, this contact sheet now.
Hold them up again. They're really cool. And they came from a rare bookstore, and they had gotten them directly from a photo agency that closed down. So, and then before that, I'm guessing like Ara's collection sent them there. I don't know, right?
Yeah, donated them there, or they are like copies of them for the photo agency. Like I have no idea how those things worked when it was analog.
True.
You know, because now it's like those would be on Getty Images or whatever if that was the photo agency.
They totally would. So really cool.
The scan of this, I assume, will be on the Drewseum soon. Yes.
Yep, when I get to it. By the time this comes out, they should definitely be up there.
Yes, but it's fun because, I don't know, the Drewseum is such a big part of what we do and what we've come here to do, ultimately. And so, highlighting it at the top is fun. So, yay for a new acquisition.
All right, now let's get down to bloody business.
Let's do it. Let's get into the fun of this, like, literally like a horror comedy TV show.
Yeah.
It's so fun. Another little thing before we actually jump in, we are going to be doing season 1 of Santa Clarita Diet, which is from 2017. Drew goes kind of into hibernation during the summer anyway, and the Drew Barrymore show is in reruns, so we will be recording a lot of these early and banking the episodes, and then releasing them over the next few weeks. So basically our summer series will be all recorded ahead and banked. So we won't have like a lot of the things at the top of the episode. We're just going to get right into it. So it's like similar to what we did with 2000 Malibu Road, which was Drew's only other TV show. So yeah, so we did all of those episodes, although that was only one season, sadly.
Yeah, that was an easier one for sure.
Yes. So check out our episodes about 2000 Malibu Road from last summer if you want to see kind of another fun thing. And I think those are on YouTube, right? I think that's how we watch them.
Yes, but last I checked,
they're gone.
Some of them were missing. So
oh shoot,
yeah, kind of crazy. And speaking of 2000 Malibu Road erasure, during press for Santa Clarita Diet, there was a lot of things saying this is Drew Barrymore's first time ever being in a TV show. Drew herself literally said, "I've never done a TV show." I'm like, what? We have the records, girl.
We do. We deep dove into those like no one ever had before, I'm sure.
Into that, what did we call the ocean in that? Oh, my, beach water?
Beach water.
The Malibu beach water.
That's right. Okay, let's go to a different part of California.
Uh-huh. Good
so
segue.
For the IMDb description for the show, it says Sheila and Joel are married real estate agents who live and work in Santa Clarita, California. When Sheila dies, their lives take a dark turn.
Doesn't sound as funny as it is.
No, it doesn't.
All right. So let's this episode, because we're doing, the very beginning, we are going to talk about sort of the production and all those things, get all those notes out of the way, the behind the scenes information. So this one will be heavy on the biz. Exactly. Yeah. And then going forward, we'll just be covering like the rest of the episodes of Santa Clarita Diet. Mm-hmm. So the show was announced by Netflix on March 18th, 2016. And I found that date kind of interesting because, as we will discuss more, Drew's divorce from Will Kopelman had a big part in this production for her, why she said yes, how it affected her. But this announcement comes like a full, like the month before their announcement of splitting up comes. So
okay.
I mean, that makes sense. Like, they didn't divorce overnight.
Right. But they were, like, in the works.
But it was obviously in the works. Yeah. Right. Anyway, back to the announcement. So the press release, I love this quote. This comes from Cindy Holland, who was the Netflix vice president of original content. She said, "The genius casting of Timothy Olyphant and Drew, combined with Victor Fresco, the director, and his unique comedic sensibility, will delight and definitely surprise our members around the world." And just reading that right now off the top of my head, I kind of remember it sort of was a little under wraps what the show was about for a while. I feel like even the teasers, and we'll talk about those, were like, they weren't coming out and saying exactly like that she's basically a zombie and eats humans.
Yes.
It's just funny.
It is funny. So Drew had not really been acting much since having her kids. So this was like sort of a comeback in a little bit of a way. And she was going through a really hard time, you just mentioned, in her life, because personally she was separating from her husband, Will Kopelman, at the time, like her kid's dad.
Yeah.
But she said, "I read the script and it made me laugh, and I was going through some dark stuff, so it was exactly what I needed. Life's so complicated. Sometimes humor and laughter should be the only deciding factor. And when you're going through a divorce and things are falling apart, you feel like a failure. I had gained 20 pounds and I had let myself go. I really had. Everything I had planned was suddenly turned on its head. So maybe what I really needed was to play a zombie and laugh about it." So yeah, it was like an escape, like an absolute escape for her.
I mean, we're going to have so many times that she says similar things to that. This was like a godsend in a lot of ways for what she was going through. She also said that she, like, again, felt so lucky that this came at a time in her life when she really needed it. She said, quote, "It took me out of my shit and made me a happier person." Oh. And another thing that she mentioned liking about this was that it has that similarity to E.T. where if something fantastical takes place in your backyard, like suburbia,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to relate to it a lot more. And then
Oh.
I like went down and I was like, oh, Donnie Darko is also very that, right? Like everyday life.
Oh, yeah, and that's kind of why it feels so AT in
Uh-huh.
a
Yep.
way.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. Cause yeah, that is like that's so different than like a fantastical thing happening in a place that's already fantastical or something.
Right.
Like New York City and like Godzilla or something. I don't know. It's like something coming into your world. And like this is intimate in the same way that like those are too, where it's like in your home. So
Yeah.
it's not
And the
like just in a
backyard.
small
I'm like,
neighborhood.
oh, the backyard is very specific to like ET showing up and like, spoiler, the first kill that Sheila does is
Yeah.
also in her backyard. Yeah, it's like literally the backyard. That's kind of
Yeah,
funny.
it
Okay.
is. It is funny. All right, so let's talk about the main cast and crew. More biz, but important biz. So the show was created and show run by Victor Fresco. He wanted to do a comedy that had life and death stakes. This definitely does. He was also interested in focusing on empowerment and narcissism, which that's totally fascinating with Sheila's character for sure.
Yeah.
He set it in Santa Clarita, which is just north of Los Angeles, because it's a middle class, like newer planned community. And the professional organization of it was a nice contrast to the chaos of what's happening in the characters. So it's like a backdrop that feels almost neutral,
Yeah.
I guess.
Have you ever been there?
Santa Clarita. I think so. I feel like I've like
Okay.
driven through it.
Jason's mom's place that she lives, which is funny because we talked about that when we did Gun Crazy. It's like
Yeah.
right, you kind of go through Santa Clarita, and like if you want to
Right.
go to like certain restaurants, that's where you go.
Okay.
And so I've been there quite a few times. I still need to go see the house, but I'll get to it.
You will. You're going to be
I
going
will.
back there. So you've spent more time there than
Yeah.
So you've witnessed the like true suburbia of Santa Clarita.
Definitely. Drew said she wanted to do the series because of Victor's writing. She said, quote, I was so upset when I put the script down because I liked it so much. She was kind of like, I don't want to do this job, but shit, now I have to. She also mentioned that it was like just this amazing challenge because she had to learn so much dialogue so quickly and talk at these like, she's like high speeds because she said that it had this unique comedy pace. Like when you watch it, she said you don't really feel how fast it is, but when you're doing it, like you have to keep up with that. Like boom, 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 boom.
It makes sense. Like, yeah, in like, I don't know, even just like movies versus TV, it's like kind of required almost. Drew said to Victor when she was approached to do it, she said, I was like, listen, I'm getting divorced. I'm 144 pounds and I'm really not in a great place. So can I just be extremely frank with you? And I fell in love with Victor. Yeah, when I was feeling heavy and nervous about things or conveying tough stuff I was going through, he made me feel light about it in a really safe way. Love that.
It's interesting how many times she's used the word safe about directors. Like she needs to feel safe, it feels like, with a director. Penny Marshall, as we talked about last episode, not sure that was safe. I'm not sure.
Not sure. She didn't use that word.
No, she sure didn't. Okay, so this is one of our lovely Flower Films productions. It was co-produced by Flower along with a lot of other people. So Drew and then Chris Miller and Ember Truesdell, who are all OGs. They're all shown in Diary, which we just talked about last episode.
That's so cool.
They have executive producer credits and Nancy has a regular producer credit. Someone needs to explain this to us.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Nancy was on set like the other three were. I don't know if that's a factor. I have no clue, but I'd really like to understand it.
Yeah, and I feel like it's very like the reason why people get those different credits is like different depending on the situation. I don't know.
Totally. But we do get a Flower Films logo at the end, so that always makes me happy.
Yeah. Totally. Let's get into Drew as Sheila. We love Sheila. So her name's Sheila Hammond. Drew said, I think with Sheila, what I saw and what I connected with was a sense of purpose. I needed that because I had lost my way a little. I had lost my confidence. I'd given up my get up and go. It was perfect timing and a blessing to find a character whose awakening equates with your own when you're going through a huge change in life. You can grow and rebuild together. And that was a very significant personal need in me. I needed a goal.
Oh,
That
Makes
also
me
makes sense.
sad, but sad and happy, right?
Well,
I'm
I
glad
know.
she had this as an outlet when she needed it.
I think some people, because I'm this way too, like need a work
Mm,
obligation,
yeah.
like an external obligation to be set on you in order to like
Get
make
up and go.
to get up and go. Like, and Drew had worked like nonstop. And at this point she had like made the choice not to work.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, and then figured out like, no, I almost like need the wheel to keep turning. I don't
Roundy,
know.
roundy, roundy, roundy.
Yeah.
She also said that she felt that Sheila needed to remain likable. So she felt this like responsibility to keep Sheila as someone you would go on the ride with, which makes a
I
lot of
like
sense
that.
because like she's going to do some things that maybe are morally questionable and you need
Yes.
to be behind her.
Yes. And she makes it like there still is a human inside of there, even
Yeah.
though, you know, not scientifically, even though technically there's not. Like, yeah, like there's still Sheila is still there as this likable person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She also said that about Sheila's transformation throughout the series. She said, "This woman has this awakening, and I needed an awakening. So, how about if we parallel our awakenings? And I kind of do this bent down, Cro Magnon evolutionary thing. And by the end, she is erect. No prosthetics, no gimmicks, all attitudinal wardrobe. I can go on this hardcore diet and like pluck a row of eyebrows and lighten the hair a little each episode." Cro-Magnon thing. But
That's really funny.
I remembered as I read that a couple times, she talked about that same sort of process for doing Bev aging and riding in cars with boys. Like she said she would keep herself a little like hunched over in
Mm,
when Bev is younger. And then by the end, when she's a old age of 35, that she's like in heels and like had better posture and like stood up straighter. So it's kind of funny
interesting.
that she equates that, but it makes sense.
Yeah, you feel like if you're trying to like get the vibe, you have to like get your body into it. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. She also said that she lost 20 pounds during filming. And she said, I was so physically fit. Everyone was telling me to back off the stunts, but something happens when you get into your strong and happy place. You're different. And I can't wait to get like, I mean, I want to take the ride, but I can't wait to get to the end where she's just like looking like a total badass, you know?
Totally. Yeah, and
It's fun.
it happens so quickly.
Hmm.
Also.
For sure.
Yeah. Victor, the director, writer, creator, he said Drew and Sheila are alike in that they're both incredibly strong and have a relentless optimism even through difficult times in life. That's cool.
Oh, it
I like that
is.
comparison, and we know Drew would love that, right?
Yeah, she was right
Um,
there when he said it, and she looked very
oh,
happy.
oh. So another person we love. Do you love him? I mean, I love him.
I love him in this so much. I love him in a couple of his roles. He's a little funny during like press stuff, and I think that's just kind of
I
he's
think
like
he's like
kind of
awkward,
always
maybe.
joking.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like feels like a little rude, but I think it's just his personality. Like,
Yeah, I can see
you
that.
know what I mean? But
Yeah,
yes,
I
I
can
do
see
like him
that.
a lot.
He's like sarcastic a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so the man we're talking about, Timothy Olyphant, he plays Drew's husband, Sheila's husband, Joel Hammond. I also love him. I'll just like say really quickly, I
Yeah.
just finished watching, now I'm gonna forget what the fuck the show is, like a Western show.
Oh, is that Justified?
Nope, it's a
What's the other
different
one?
one.
Deadwood.
Deadwood. So I
always
finished
confuse
watching
those.
like Deadwood last year, and I was like, oh, he's amazing. I already like loved him, but he's like
Yeah.
so good, and that whole show is amazing.
My
Anyways,
friend Jen was like way early on the train of liking him when from Go.
I was just
Yeah.
gonna say, I thought he was really cute in Go.
Oh yeah.
So I
he
was on
is.
the train a little bit, but he wasn't really around a lot. Like he was like doing like little roles and stuff.
Yeah. Well,
Ugh,
can I
yeah.
take this? Because importantly,
Yes.
he's also a Scream alum, a very important Scream alum. He's in Scream 2. Can I spoil a movie from that long ago?
Yeah.
He is a ghost face. So
Oh.
yeah. So it's kind of a cool, connection they share. Apparently they never during filming ever made that connection. And then it wasn't until they were doing press that people started bringing it up and they both
That's
went,
so
"Oh yeah."
funny.
In this French talk show, you want to take a stab at this name?
See Avu?
Okay, so this French talk show, Si à vous, made them even recreate her scene from Scream during promotion where he had to be on the phone.
That's kind of fun.
It was, but it was also like, it was really hard for me to watch because she doesn't deliver her lines at all like she does in Scream. And that is like so embedded into my DNA.
You're
that
like,
I was
that's
just
not
like,
right,
that's
Drew.
not right, Drew.
You haven't watched it 5,000 times? Like, you don't have it like embedded in your brain in the exact tone it should be?
Exactly.
That's so funny.
But that's just the nerd I am.
Yeah. Drew said that she and Tim got along really well because they both are no bullshit people who prioritize their families and would give 100% on the job, which that's really cool. We know that's definitely Drew. I don't know a lot about Timothy Olyphant and his family, but I do know that like he and Conan O'Brien are like friends and like go to like a beach house together and stuff. So like
that's pretty cool.
And I feel like Conan O'Brien seems like really cool and deep down like a good person. Anyway,
yeah,
that's very side note.
One thing he did say during press stuff was that one thing he could relate to was that he had been married for 25 years at that time. So like he knew what a long time marriage was like. And then Drew makes a little quip. She's like, I have no idea what that's like to be married for a long time. And everyone's cracking up. So I just thought that was cute.
He also said that he loves that Drew is a truly authentic human being and that she showed up every day with a willingness to embarrass herself. So Drew, like that's why it's kind of perfect her in this because there's a lot of gross stuff and it's not like pretty.
You're so right. There's probably a lot of people that would not be willing to go to the lengths she goes to on this show.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to Liv Hewson, who plays their daughter, Abby. Drew said that she loved playing the mother of a daughter since mothers and daughters are her emotional Achilles heel, as we know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Liv, of course, you've watched Yellow Jackets. I still need to watch season 3, but Liv is so amazing on that show.
So amazing. I'm caught up on Yellow Jackets.
Oh, okay. Don't spoil anything.
But they are so incredible on Yellow Jackets, and they were also so incredible on this show.
Oh my gosh, just perfect
casting.
Looks like could be their child, but also is so good at just delivering that attitude of the teenage daughter.
Yeah, they're really good. They're really good.
And then the last series regular is Skylar Gisondo as their young neighbor Eric, and absolutely love him in this too.
He's so cute.
He's so charming, right?
He's so charming, like surprisingly charming. Mm-hmm. And he's supposed to be like this nerdy kind of like, I don't know. And I think they play up his nerdiness to like whatever. Anyway, we'll talk more about that. But I love him too. I had a feeling that you also thought he was so
absolutely fun. You know, he kind of has like maybe like a Justin Longness, you know, when
I can see that.
Yeah. I saw him like probably soon after this aired in the Wet Hot American Summer sequel, which I can't think of what that's called off the top of my head, but he plays more of like a sort of like an asshole who's all hot and stuff, and it's really funny just to see like the different sides.
Yeah.
He's great. And there's a lot of other notable people who are going to appear in the series, but we'll like talk about them as they make their little cameos or appearances during the episodes.
Yes, we get a bunch in this one alone. Like, so keep your ears open for that. Some more like, very important people for this show. Costume design is by Mona May, the amazing Mona May. They had previously worked together on The Wedding Singer and Never Been Kissed. You must, if you have not, check out our episode with her. It's episode 48. We were lucky enough to interview her. So kind
and generous. She was like immediately like, I'm on board. Let's do it. And
she's so lovely.
So cool. And we do have the video version of that on YouTube if you guys want to see it.
That's right. Thanks for shouting that out.
Yeah.
So Mona said, when we first met Sheila, Drew's character, she was kind of dowdy in her suits. But as she evolved, she became a lot more secure in herself and who she was and what she wanted in her life. And that comes off. And I love how there's like a dowdy to like cool transition that we like, I don't know, had Never Been Kissed. It was similar.
I know. Well, I was thinking about them like, wait, that's exactly what Mona had to do for Never Been Kissed. Like literally starts in these like frumpy suits because she's trying to be like businesswoman and then, finds herself and finds more of her personal style.
Totally. Yeah, totally. I didn't even realize you put a comment there.
Oh, yeah. So we both had the same thought.
That's so funny. Mona put Joel and Sheila in a lot of plaid to give them a sense of casualness. She said it's really important to show they're a regular family living in the suburbs, trying to deal with this craziness.
Yeah, it's interesting because Mona's style can be a lot more like distinct and like
Fun and
candy
yeah.
colored and stuff. So I like that she had a real thought of why she has them just like in plaid shirts.
Yeah,
It
and
makes
the
sense.
show is pretty toned down in general, but she gets to do some more stuff, more fun stuff
Oh
later.
yeah,
Yeah,
especially later.
yeah.
So Drew's hair was done by Lana Vigi, who is a long, long, long time friend and collaborator, going all the way back to 51st Dates. That was the first time that she worked on something with Drew, but they have a ton of credits together.
Yeah.
And then her makeup was done by Deborah Ferrulo, again, another longtime friend who has worked with Drew on countless shoots and productions since around the mid 2000s.
Yeah.
Both Lana and Deb are still doing Drew. Like they just did Hollywood
Regularly.
Squares with her. So
Yep.
it's like ongoing. I love that.
Yeah.
And Deb is just very, very kind to us and always like, she like DMs with us,
Responsive.
if you can believe it.
Yeah.
And I asked her if she wanted to share anything for this episode, and she gave me a little statement, if you will.
I love it.
Yeah, let me just read what Deb said. She said, I loved everything about Santa Clarita Diet because it meant I got to be holed up for 3 months with 3 of my besties doing puzzles and creating campsite vibes out in front of our trailer.
I love that.
I know. And then she went on to say, and as far as her look goes, Drew worked really hard to transform herself for the role. For makeup, I kept her makeup pretty standard business start of the show. And as the show progressed, we started to glam her up more. We wanted to show how more alive / thriving she was becoming in her death. So I tanned her up and glammed her up. And then she said Lana lightened her hair. So I love that. Like, it's
Yeah.
just so cute. Thank you, Deb. I was like, thank you. It's so cool to have something straight from the source that we can drop in here.
And I love picturing like a campsite vibe outside
I
the trailer. I'm
know,
like,
how
I want to be there
sweet.
doing puzzles with them and like, come on, that sounds so fun. Oh, I love our little exchanges with Deb. Like,
Yeah, so
I hope we get a
grateful.
chance to talk to her one day.
One day.
She's like almost agreed.
I know. And I liked that she mentioned the tan thing because that is like once she said it, I was like, oh yeah, I definitely see that. Like Drew's skin is much paler at the beginning. It's kind of funny, like as a corpse, she's tanner, but I love it.
Yeah. And also, I've only watched this show through once.
Me
And
too.
so it'll be fun to like, not that we're going to be doing the other things like back to back, but I don't know. It'll be fun to have a little bit more like reason for us to be paying attention to that. I don't know.
Definitely.
We always want more excuses. Drew's assistant on the shoot was Mason Hughes, who he used to like be in touch with us, and we love Mason.
I know. It was like, we can't just skip by Mason working on this. And
Yeah.
I remember him sharing a lot of like on-set photos during filming. So of course we're grateful for that too.
Yeah, of
But yeah,
course.
he was like one of the kindest to us always and used to utilize us for help on things.
Totally, totally. Okay, the practical effects on the show and the prosthetics are by Tinsley Studio. They also did, this is a cool kind of fact that you pulled out. They also did the character Nick's tattoos on 51st Dates.
Peanut butter cups.
Peanut butter cups. Kristen Tinsey was worried about messing up Drew's hair and makeup. He said, but Drew would actually grab the bottle of blood and squeeze it into her mouth, pour it over her chin, and let it drip down onto her clothes. I think she was having a good time not being Drew in the other movies that we've seen her in. That's so funny. He said she was Drew the cannibal, and I think she was having fun with that.
You know she's always going to go for it, right?
Oh, like 100%. I can totally see her being like, come on, let's just go. Like, let's just go. Let's just squeeze this
Let's
stuff.
not be delicate about this.
Yeah, no need.
She said about Tinsley Studios, they just knocked it out of the park. There was a lot of blood and guts, and then she goes, "Oh yeah, God, sorry, I just got the shivers because I thought of this one foot I had to bite into, and I hit a bone or a nail or something on my tooth, and that just made me have that fingernails on the blackboard moment."
Ugh.
Should I put like a trigger warning ahead of that quote?
I mean, I don't know. Hopefully, people know what they're in for.
This whole show, Santa Clarita Diet, has a big time trigger warning for gore. Okay, if you can't handle gore, get out of here.
Yeah, totally. The body parts that Sheila eats were made from edible items, including dehydrated fruit, gummy bear formula, ground pasta, blends of beets and bananas, wet cake, and jelly donut filling. Which
yummy.
like too much of any of those things.
Yeah.
Like basically no thank you.
Nope. Again,
Um,
thank God Drew's such a she's going to just get in there and do it because
Yeah.
this would be challenging.
Yeah.
So the show filmed from June through September of 2016 in Santa Clarita. They actually did it a lot of stuff on location there. And then all the stuff they did on the sets were done at Santa Clarita Studios. So they really were just in this one spot, which is pretty cool. The exteriors of the Hammond's house that house is located at 27528 North Weeping Willow Drive. And as I said, I almost went there once and we just ran out of time, but I will get there. I'll post pictures next time I'm out there. Drew said she loved shooting in Santa Clarita because there was no traffic. We know how she feels about traffic.
Yeah.
And then she also said it was such a safe place for her to spend her summer while her whole life was falling apart. So again, just glad she had this haven of work that really fulfilled her in so many ways.
Totally. I'll say one more thing about filming. So
Yeah.
I think I told you that my cousin's friend worked on the show.
That's right. I forgot about that.
I just remembered. I think his name is Joel, weirdly. I meant to look it up because I think I tried to see him in the credits, but I'll just say one fact about this that I remember him telling me. So when he told me that, I was like, oh, I'm such a huge fan of Drew. I think I was talking about Drew and then he said something. Anyways, doesn't matter. I remember him saying that Drew was so sweet on set and would constantly be ordering special food trucks for them. And he said he remembers them ordering sushi for everybody.
I think we heard something similar from maybe our friend Rachel about Never Been Kissed, but
yeah, maybe.
And we know she did that on Ever After. She was I think a lot of productions, she's always looking out for the food part, which is really sweet.
Yeah, it is.
What did he do on the show? Do you remember?
It's Joel Mikielak. Okay, so he was a grip. Yeah. Let's get into the release of the show a little bit. So Drew said, I think the show is so fitting for 2017. Just give me something light, easy, digestible, watchable, fun, funny, but has balls and bite and backbone.
So many descriptors.
I love it. It's so Drew to be I'm going to say every word that I can think of. The ad campaign was done in a style of kind of a Weight Watchers diet product sort of. And you were saying, you can't really, they're not saying in this what the show is about. There are little, very clever hints.
Totally.
Everyone is asking me, how is it that I feel younger, more energetic, and sexier than I have in years? It's the Santa Clarita Diet. After the first day, I knew this wasn't like any other diet. I satisfy all my cravings and eat whoever I want, and I only eat the foods that deserve it.
So clever.
It's so clever. And I guess they're a little bit more explicit than I thought, but in the pictures.
Sort of, though. You have to be listening she said, I eat whoever I want.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. And they show there's a bowl that has an eyeball in it. So it's a little, when you see it, it's a little bit. And then in the photographs, which were done by Mark Seliger, that's God. Random and cool.
So random and cool.
She'll be holding a drink in a clear container and you see fingers in there.
If you look closely.
Yeah. But then she's just cute Drew in a red dress sitting in a director's chair. It's very cute and clever. It was a cool ad campaign.
It really was.
Yeah. This little tidbit's funny. So Drew had pitched the slogan Netflix and kill, and they turned it down.
It's pretty clever.
It is. I would say so.
So for promotion, they started out at the 2017 Golden Globes. Drew and Timothy presented there, and then that teaser trailer debuted during the awards telecast. They also went abroad to Paris, Madrid, and Berlin in January of 2017. And then they had the red carpet premiere in LA on February 1st at the ArcLight Cinerama Dome, which I thought I had to point that out because that's her in front of the ET lines.
Yeah, I always think of that. Anytime the Cinerama Dome is mentioned, I think of little Drew. They said it was out there on the block. Is that what she says?
Wasn't it? It was. He's the cutest alien I've ever met and seen.
And I like how she has these shoes on at the premiere that have that kind of cross shape. They're a little different than some of the other ones. Yeah.
They're great. They look like something she would totally wear on her show right now. I bet Lee Harris is the reason she's wearing this outfit. Probably. I love this look.
I was just going to say, that's a cool dress. Mm-hmm. It has a really cool neckline. Anyway, we're here to talk about the show.
So all 10 episodes of the entire first season premiered on February 3rd, 2017 on Netflix. It's like crazy just to imagine all that dropping at once.
Yes.
Like, I don't know how we like consumed it back then. I don't really remember like how fast I got through it. I
Me
think I like tried to
neither.
like maybe one a night or
I
something.
probably tried to spread it out a little bit,
Yeah.
but they're short enough that I might have done like a few in a row. I don't
That's
remember.
true. They are so much shorter than I realized.
Yep.
Netflix did a panel with Victor, Drew, and Tim on February 8th, and then they earned really mostly positive reviews. Like some reviews were like, "Oh, the gore is a little intense," but you know, the chemistry and likability of the leads, I think, goes
Yeah.
really far with that.
It does.
And it was really well liked by viewers. You can't really look up like Netflix watch numbers. I kind of tried and I
Oh.
was not able to find anything. Like maybe it was number one when you opened Netflix that day when
Right.
it premiered, but like I couldn't find any records.
There's not like stats online.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You know, we're not going to go too much into this, but the show was renewed for seasons 2 and 3, and those aired each about a year apart. But we're going to discuss those in the future. I'm thinking probably next summer it'll be our summer series. It'll be season 2. And then, you know, without getting like too sad about it, the show was abruptly canceled while they were still editing season 3, and it was even kind of on a cliffhanger. And people are still so mad about it. Like I still see comments all the time about it.
So I'd forgotten that it had been canceled because they do end on like quite a cliffhanger. And I was like, there's so much more they could have done. And I thought my recollection was that it might have been intentional.
No, it was Netflix. And like back then people used to say, and maybe they still do, that Netflix would like frequently cancel after 3 seasons because like something about after 3 seasons, like everybody has to get paid more. Some bullshit like that. Yeah. Thanks, Netflix.
Like sounds like bullshit. Also, thanks for real, because we're happy that we have 3 seasons of a television show, Drew. Because it's really cool. Like I don't remember how like exciting it was. So like have like content that we knew was coming for a little while. I mean, with our TV show we do, but like it's different with this.
It's weird. It was only, 9 years ago, only 9, but I don't really remember what it felt like either. So it's fun to jump back in almost sort of for the first time.
Yeah, totally.
Hey Droobies. We are here to tell you about our website hosts, Positive Medium, and they sponsor the podcast. We've been clients of theirs for over 10 years, and we use them for all our website needs on thedrewsium.com.
Their services include customized web design, professional coding, search engine optimization and marketing, plus hosting, which has been huge for us for many years.
Plus, their incredible customer service has been one of our favorite features. They've literally saved our site quite a few times, and they always help with minor troubleshooting in a matter of minutes. So whether that's coding issues or back-end questions, etc., we reach out, we get help immediately, which is just invaluable.
Lucky you. To our listeners, Positive Medium is offering 25% off any managed WordPress hosting plan using our promo code DREW. That's DREW. Visit our friends over at positivemedium.com. Thank you.
Okay, episode 1. So then a bat or a monkey.
The titles are all funny like that.
Of course they are. Of course they are. This was directed by Ruben Fleischer, written by Victor Fresco. I don't know how many of them he wrote, but he was the creator of the show.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to have to see like in the actual episode's credits because IMDb doesn't always accurately reflect like what was listed in the credits.
Interesting.
Weird. So for this one, it was just his name, even though IMDb says otherwise.
Oh, interesting. Here's a description of this episode. It says, Joel and Sheila's marriage gets a jump start when Sheila debuts a truly killer new personality and an anything goes menu. And they used to be so normal. That's funny.
Very witty.
And I guess before we jump in, clearly, spoiler alert, at this point.
Definitely
yes,
spoilers.
We're getting into spoilers now. This is the point.
You know what's good is that I don't feel like either of us remember enough to like do spoilers for future episodes. So maybe we'll try to avoid that as much as possible, just in case you guys are watching along with us. And like, I'm not going to watch them until we're ready to like really, I'm not going to go ahead as much as I can. So
there's like there's something in this episode that I like was right away. I was like, oh, I remember what happens with that. But like, we're not planning on like you said, ahead spoilers, just like spoilers of the present. Spoilers of the present. Yes.
Okay, so the episode opens just showing us this very normal suburban life that Joel and Sheila live, and it's like morning time and just kind of, it's very like just normal family getting ready to leave the house.
Yeah.
Joel tries for a quickie right off the bat, but Sheila said she just isn't a pound one out type of gal. So like right away, I guess we're supposed to be like, oh, she's a prude, or I don't know. It sets the tone for what she's like.
Yeah.
Sheila wishes that she was more bold.
Jennifer Lawrence chopped off her hair again. Everybody hates it like that, but she doesn't care. She's so bold. I wish I was bold. Am I bold? No, I'm not.
I'm really upset about the new toaster oven.
I'd like to be 20% bolder. No, more. 80%. Oh, that's too much.
Am I bold? No, I'm not.
Bold.
It's really cute.
It is really cute to like start that of like, it's very, what do they call that? Expositional, to be like, I'm assessing my character's boldness right now.
Yeah. It is, but it works. It
does.
Feels natural.
Totally.
And Joel's like getting mad about how their toaster oven knobs don't work. There's a line about how she's like, I thought you were going to send the company an email. And he's like, I did, but it came off a little crazy. And it just reminded me of my husband, because he like really cares about things like that and letting companies know what they're not doing right.
I really want to, and then I never do.
Same. Yeah. And their daughter is asking for a car. So it's just like, family life in the morning in the kitchen is just really
naturally.
Cute. Natural, yeah. I did think it's interesting that Sheila is supposed to be frumpy at the beginning. And there are some scenes where I see that. But in this very first part here, I think she actually looks really beautiful. Like her hair is cute.
I think so too.
But yeah, we see the frump a little later on, I guess.
Yeah, a little bit. So Sheila experiences like kind of right away some like weird stomach pain, and she kind of like moans a little bit, and she waves it off pretty quickly before they all head out for the day. And then when they go outside, we meet some of the neighbors, including Dan, who's like this very nosy asshole, and his stepson, who's the teen boy Eric, and who happens to have a crush on the daughter Abby. And I kind of love that we immediately know that the neighbor that plays like his like mom is like a loose cannon.
Yes.
And Mary Elizabeth Ellis plays her, and she's really funny. And she was on I keep forgetting the name of that show. Always Sunny,
right?
Yeah. And like, so she's known for that. And she's really funny in this character. And I remember loving a lot of the like kind of crazy things that she does and says throughout the show.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. They definitely set it up. Everything is set up so fast. Like this is probably 3 minutes into the show, and we already have hit like so many important things. Like her getting that stomach pain right off the bat, I was like, what? Like so this quick. Is gonna go fast.
I mean, yeah, you point out exactly how quick like things go along, but it's also like the character development. Like I'm saying, like you kind of know immediately who these people are.
Yeah, their neighbor is this like asshole cop, but he's like, I'm not a cop, I work for the sheriff's department.
Yeah.
Like, and like their other neighbor is an actual cop that might come into play later. So I feel like that we should mention they live in between two like law enforcement people.
Right.
So Joel and Sheila are both realtors, and they both so they go off to work. Andy Richter plays their boss, which is fun.
Yeah, that's fun.
And Nathan Fillion is this new agent named Gary who just joined, and he seems so nice at the beginning, but boy, he isn't.
Right.
And Andy Richter like yells at Sheila for a little bit. And it really gave me Josie when she's being yelled at by John C. Reilly and Never Been Kissed. Like just this like, oh, sorry, boss kind of look on her face.
Yeah, totally. I totally saw it. Joel and Sheila are out to show a house as realtors, as you mentioned, and they pretty much immediately, Sheila violently vomits everywhere, like a explosive vomit. Like it's ridiculous.
It's so gross.
There's a little bit of behind the scenes related to this that kind of makes it a little grosser, even weirdly.
Yeah.
So the vomit, I guess, was made from some soup that Drew said had curdled, which sounds so gross. And Mona May said the props made a concoction, but it went bad. So whatever they mixed it with started smelling. And there was a horrible smell on set of putrefying bile. Ugh.
Ew, Mona.
But I also had to say, like, the sounds, because Sheila continues to get sick in the background, and you can hear her while Joel's like kind of talking to the clients. It's really funny. I always like those details.
It's funny because, well, I remember her talking about, I don't remember if it was duplex or fever pitch, because she vomits in both of those, but she definitely talked about how important it was to her to get like the sound right. So
I kind of remember her talking about that too. And my instinct is that it's fever pitch, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
But in this, it's like also comedic because it's over the top. Like she sounds like she's like losing her body, which
she is, yeah.
Sort of. Yeah.
So Joel finds her, like he gets the people out of the house. He finds her in the bathroom, seemingly dead.
Yeah.
And there's just like vomit all over. Like it's just so
every
gross.
wall.
And I was like, whoa, they wasted no time. Like she's quote unquote dead. And we're only 8 minutes into the episode. Like that's faster than Scream. That's crazy. They just jump in right away.
Good thing she comes back.
Yeah, right? It is so funny to me when she wakes up, his reaction. I don't know if you have that queued up, but if you could get to that, he is really funny in this. I'm going to say it again later, but like his timing and he's just cracks me up so much in this.
Oh, God, oh, God. Oh, Sheila. No, 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 no.
Did we get the offer?
Oh, what the fuck?
I'm okay. I just threw up. Like a fair amount.
Whoa,
What the fuck? So good.
It's really good. And his expression, like he's got a great face
Yes.
anyway, but just like, yeah.
It's interesting that he was like kind of more of a dramatic actor, and he's so funny. He's just
really
so
funny.
good.
Yeah.
And importantly, we have to note that Sheila shows him this possible organ that came out of her, and it looks like a little meatball, and it's disgusting, but it will be important later.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was like, oh, I remember what happens with this, and I was like, I was like, we got to point out, don't forget the meatball. I mean,
please,
won't.
can I forget the meatball, please? No.
No, you can't. And then they're off to the hospital where they're waiting like for a really long time. And we've got another really fun clip right here that I think summarizes this whole kind of moment.
I really am feeling better, honey.
I want to get you looked at.
Been here over 3 hours. I just want to go home, get out of these clothes and take a bath. Feel like a bus station shit in my mouth.
She doesn't look too good. She does kind of look like a bus station shit in her mouth. This is where I was like, oh, I see the frumpy.
Yeah, because she just like literally really had it got sick all over herself. So they decide to go home and get cleaned up, and they say they're going to call her doctor, which doesn't happen.
Yeah.
We get a sense pretty quickly that her sense of smell is heightened, and I love how we figure it out. She like smells him, almost look like in his armpit. And then she's like, yeah. And then she's like, I'm okay with you smoking pot. Like something I guess she probably had been really uptight about. They're giving like this sense.
That's what it feels like.
Yes. And then that new realtor, Gary, comes over with flowers and says he took care of the cleaning crew. And then he goes on to tell Joel that he's taking over the house listing that like they had left such a bad impression. And Gary keeps reiterating just how sane the amount of vomit was, which is really funny. But he's also just like, it was a lot of vomit. And it was. Yeah, it was a lot. And he's already being kind of a dick here too, like a schmarmy dick. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but it just gets worse. So meanwhile, Sheila is changing really rapidly. So she realizes she has no heartbeat. And like Joel even goes and like gets a stethoscope. He can't hear anything. And she's like getting really frisky out of nowhere. Suddenly, maybe she is a pound one out kind of gal. She's like encouraging Joel to go down on her. She shows Joel and Abby, her daughter, that she doesn't have blood. Like she cuts herself and instead like squeezes it and this black ooze comes out.
It's so sick.
So gross. It's also really well done.
Yeah, it is well done.
She's also eating raw meat. So she's standing at the kitchen counter and Joel's like, I can cook that up for you. And she's like, no, it's okay. Drew said that this fake raw beef like almost made her throw up in the sink. And she's like, of all things, that was the one that almost took me down.
Oh, I wonder what it was made of. Like
it was supposedly ground pasta, but I would be the same way. If it looked convincing enough, like I can't eat a Beyond Burger. Like I can't get my head around. It's just too unappetizing to me if it's that
too much
realistic.
like meat. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. I was thinking more like about but of course that makes total sense. I was thinking about like what it actually tasted like was really gross, but I bet it was probably looking at it. I don't know. Because that's like, I don't know. You see she's literally eating it out of like the container you get it out from the grocery store, like that foam container.
I can't even.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she doesn't want to go to the hospital and get poked and prodded. Like, come on, leave me alone. I feel great. Like, she's feeling really good.
Yeah.
So Abby calls their neighbor Eric because he's a creeper, a big nerd who's into that stuff.
Yeah.
And Eric determines that Sheila is dead, undead. And he also emphasizes they need to make sure she stays fed. He doesn't want to call her a zombie. He said that that's inherently negative.
I don't like that word. I think it's inherently negative.
I don't like it either.
Well, let's not use it.
I don't feel dead and undead. I feel the opposite, totally alive.
She's been very exuberant.
Exuberant?
Yeah, they're doing it a lot.
It's funny.
It is funny. But yes, we get a sense that Sheila's feeling great because
she doesn't want to go to the doctor, man.
Yeah,
because she's living now.
Yeah, she's alive. She can smell now. I'm sure that she could smell before, but anyway, they like go outside and Sheila finds and just takes a snail as a snack. It's pretty funny.
A little snail snack.
A little snail snack. And then the jerk Dan comes home to tell them all, or to like find them all in his front yard, and Sheila gives him an attitude, which she like was pretty sheepish during their last exchange, so that was like right away to see that.
Good contrast.
Yep. And Joel is worried about Dan being suspicious and asks Sheila to kind of stop being so impulsive about reacting to him.
Or anything else.
Kind of like right away when they go inside, she's exclaiming that she's hungry and her stomach's like, she like kind of like moans at him.
She has her Drew puppy dog face. She's
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
So
and at this point, like he goes out, I don't remember if he's going out to get her food or what it is, but then Sheila and her daughter Abby run off and buy a Range Rover. When she's talking about it later, I do love that you kind of like pulled this out. She said, I've been wanting one ever since this morning.
Yeah. And it's said like so quickly and like, you could almost miss it.
Yeah, as if that's like like
normal.
A justification. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she joins the neighbors, like these other girls, for a girls' night. She's like kind of dancing sexily. And Gary's checking her out from across the room.
What?
Ick. Yeah. But then Joel shows up and interrupts, and Gary tries to pick a fight with him. It's so ridiculous. It's like, what? Who would do this? And then gets pretty gross with Sheila. It gets worse. It gets worse.
I hate it. But we do have to set up that this guy is a piece of shit, right? It's like it pays off. So
it pays off quickly.
So it's the next day and Joel's like really losing it over this toaster oven, but it's really about, what's going on with Sheila.
Yeah.
And he's just so funny. He's so good in it.
Yes. And I love how he keeps like oversharing with the woman at the store when he goes to buy the stethoscope and then goes to like try to get a new toaster oven. Yeah. It's so silly.
She's without spoiling, she like continues staying in the show from what I recall.
Yes. I was like, I feel like I remember more of this character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sheila's gardening and she looks so cute with her hair up in that ponytail.
Yeah.
I just like, it was like, again, like, I guess her hair is kind of like down in her face in the beginning. And then all of a sudden it's like pulled back and she looks all fresh.
Yeah.
But here comes Gary into the backyard. He just walks into the backyard and he is like,
bites himself in.
Super aggressive and rapey and awful. So she bites his fingers off. And then she's like, oh, yeah, I love this. And then she continues to devour him in their backyard.
He totally deserved it. I'm sorry.
He
you know
sure
what?
did.
I'm not sorry.
I'm not either.
I think that it tends to be that whatever these people is that she goes for, we'll get into, obviously we're getting into more. they deserve it in one way or another.
Yeah.
He's an asshole, but he also continues to be a character. I'll say that because
that's true. That's true.
Interesting. It's really gruesome, like right away, but it's
So,
hilarious.
like, it's kind of funny because when I see that exact shot, like where we see her like
Yes.
eating him, it's actually, I would say, more gruesome than her death in Scream. But
In a way.
that it really is. Like
Yeah.
if you put them side by side, I would say it's grosser and more gory. But like that shot in Scream had to be like edited down,
Yes.
like frame by frame to speed it up so that they wouldn't get an X rating. And it's
Right.
just so crazy, like how things have changed that much that like 20 years later, this is just on TV, Netflix,
Right.
but TV, you know?
Right. It is kind of wild.
So Joel comes home and he is looking for his wife and is going to walk in on quite a sight.
Quite a sight.
Sheila, we need to talk. Last night was bullshit. Sheila! Sheila!
Oh, Joel. I really want to make this work.
Yeah. So the show ends literally with us seeing Sheila with the entire body of Gary in front of her, guts and shit everywhere,
Yeah.
with this silly music. Also, like that sets the tone. you know?
Definitely. I think it's a good thing. Sometimes I complain about music, you know, writing Curse with Boys. But in this one, it's the right vibe to make it funny because it's supposed to be funny. It's disgusting, but it's funny.
Anyway, yeah, I love that it ends on this like funny but really gruesome. Like the tone is 100% with the first episode. The tone is set.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
It's pretty strong.
We end with this like, this is not great. Like I'm going to be killing people, but let's figure out how to make this happen. And we're a team, right?
Yes, and I love the like Joel's like shrug. He's like awkwardly smiling and like the biggest shrug ever. Like, okay.
I mean, that's one of the things I remember loving so much about the show is their relationship and
Yeah.
like they're like, we're in this together and how he like supports her even through this
Yeah.
horrible thing that's going on. Like Drew said a lot in the press junkets and stuff that she didn't want to see a couple fighting. She's like, I've had enough of that.
Yeah.
And it's great. Like, even though there was this little minor conflict, you know, at the bar when
Yeah.
he showed up, but like they're a team.
Yeah.
They are a team. It's a great depiction of a marriage.
And
Love
like a
it.
family too. Like
Yes,
the daughter
yes.
is like, she is like supportive and confused, but also curious.
Mhm.
And then like that kid Eric becomes like part of their crew. Like,
Yeah, doesn't she like say we should adopt him? I feel sad that he has
Yes.
such a bad home life.
Yes.
So cute.
she does. And Joel's like, no, like, what are you thinking? But I feel like he becomes like part of the crew 100% later in the
Absolutely.
show.
Yep.
So we get more of him. Yeah. But I feel like this is well set up.
This is so great. I'm so glad. It's funny. I always think of this as a summer show because I remember they always filmed over the summer.
Yeah.
So it's like whenever I find out it came out in February, I'm like, huh? That feels wrong. So I'm just treating it as a summer show because it's our summer show. We are going to continue this all summer long. Episodes 2, 3, and 4 are going to come out next Tuesday, and then we'll do 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9, 10. So
Yes.
it's going to be really fun. You guys watch along with us. We'll try again not to spoil future episodes as we go. And this is just like, yay. I love this. I'm so glad we're finally doing this.
Yeah, me too. This is like a great excuse to do it.
We always need an excuse to watch Drew. I don't know.
I like how I
You
always
know,
say
why
that.
can't we just
Like,
do it?
It's my excuse. Well, like I was saying earlier, I need like a work related
Yeah.
motivation. It's not work, but like making this part of our job
Yeah.
is what
No.
makes it, I don't know, makes
I
me do it.
totally, it puts it on the calendar and you get it done. I totally
Right.
agree.
Make our
Um,
fandom part of our schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thanks you guys for being here with us. Happy summer. Happy Santa Clarita Diet time. And if you would like to, we would appreciate if you could rate, review, subscribe. I know you guys hear that on every podcast and it just like goes in one ear out the other, but it really does mean something to us and it matters, you know. Follow us on Instagram and other social media platforms at How Do You Drew Pod. And we also have at Drewseum, of
Mhm.
course. And you can leave comments on episodes on Spotify or YouTube, wherever you're listening. And we love to respond. So tell us what you think about episode 1 of Santa Clarita Diet.
Yeah, and if you haven't gotten enough, make sure you visit our website at howdoyoudrew.com. This is important though. On every episode, we have an episode gallery, this one included.
Yeah, we're going to put some behind the scenes photos up for this one.
That should be fun. That should be really fun.
Mhm.
And every episode has an episode page, so check that out. And don't forget to peruse thedrewseum.com while you're there, where we've got our new acquisition coming soon. And don't forget to sign up for our Patreon, please, where we always have fun stuff going on over there.
Patreon.com/howdoyoudrew.
And don't forget to send listener mail to howdoyoudrewpod@gmail.com. And we'll see you all next Drew's Day with some more Santa Clarita Diet.
Yay. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.
This episode of the How Do You Drew podcast was researched and produced by Ashley and Ann from thedrewseum.com with help from our sponsor, Positive Medium.
Special thanks to Matt Costa for our lovely theme song, Roxy Prima for our adorable logo, and last but not least, Drew Barrymore and all the Drewbies who love her. We do this for you.
Thank you.